Hi, I'm Mark from LM Small Engines. They've been working on a Kawasaki four-wheeler. It's a Prairie V-twin 700. They've been using it rounding up cows and stuff lately, and as they're giving it power, it's like the belt is slipping now. But on the dash, they got the belt light on there. Usually when the belt gets slack or is starting to fall apart, the belt light will come on, but it didn't happen to this one here, so we're going to take the cover off, check it out, and put a new belt in and stuff, so hope you enjoy the video. Okay, there's like 8 10 millimeter bolts to take off this cover, and we're going to take this clamp loose for this air tube. Now usually when the belts go bad, it cycles into that limp mode on the motor so it don't rev up. So it's like a safety thing so that belt don't explode or fall apart in a million pieces. But it didn't set that off, so we'll have to see why it didn't do that. Then I'll show you how to reset. Reset it anyway. That's real simple to do. Got one left down there. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, there's eight bolts to hold that on. Got a twist tie off here. And we'll put new zip ties on it. That's full of like, grease or oil. Okay, I found the problem. The sealer or something must be out behind the clutch because that is just everything is soaked in oil. And when I took the pan off, a puddle of oil on there on the ground by the jack wheel. But everything is just coated in oil. So I'm gonna pull the primary clutch off, see if the seal is leaking behind there, and if it's not leaking there, it's behind the secondary. You get some gloves on here. So yeah, the belt's ruined. You know, the belt's not wore out, but it's ruined because it's soaked in oil, and you're never gonna get that oil out of there. So good thing I got a belt, but I'm gonna have to order a seal because I didn't order a seal because I didn't know that was bad. But see that all that oil in there? That's why she's slipping. And that's why it didn't set off the belt sensor, nothing, because there's nothing wrong with the belt. It's just oil soaked. So let's pop this off. This is a 19 millimeter bolt, and it's reverse. So it's not normally like a normal bolt. So you'd act like you're tightening it. So all you have to do is pop that out of there. You just don't have to worry about nothing in there rusting anyway. Look at all that oil. Yeah, that seal is definitely bad. It's been leaking for a while. I'm gonna take the secondary clutch out and just look at that too, just to be on the safe side. Well, you can see right there on this side of the seal is like pinched for some reason. I don't know, something got in there. It's nice and tight on this side here, and there's a little gap on this side over here. Let me pop this other one off so I find if I need to order both seals or just one. That's a 1 1/16 socket, and this should be the regular. Wait. This one looks just as bad. But I think the oil from the front one is splashing back there because right around the seal is dry. I'm gonna leave it apart and I'm gonna spray all this off with parts cleaner before I get the new seal. But I guess we can't finish this video today because I don't carry four-wheeler parts like I do lawnmower parts. We'll finish this video when I get a new seal, I guess. Okay, it's been a couple days since I worked on this last. I had to go get a seal, Kawasaki seal 92049-1452. Just kind of gently slide it on there and make sure it's the right one. Yeah, it looks like it. So I got it tilted up a little bit and pop that seal out. If oil comes dripping out, I'm going to drain the oil on it. Let's see if we can get that seal out of here. That seal is like really rotted. It's just deteriorating really bad. Probably that clutch got really hot at one time, maybe. You gotta do this careful so you don't scuff the walls. I'm just gonna take my time here. But that rubber is just falling apart. Slowly coming out of there. Get me some kind of a hook. Being a pain in the butt as always. Ah, that just dry rotted. Yeah, I'm gonna take the air gun and blow that out real good. And we'll gently put the new one in there. Make sure that's nice and clean. On the inside of the seal, I'm gonna put a little bit of lithium grease on the inside of the seal. Then on the outside of the seal, I'm gonna put a little bit of Loctite on there. You don't need that much. Lube it up a little bit. Just a little bit's all you need. And when we slide this on, I gotta be very careful so we don't damage it. Using the old seal to tap it in there. Okay, now we can start putting the clutches and everything on. I'll go grab the new belt. There we go. And put the washers on. And this one here is regular thread. This plate should only go on one way. And then we're 8mm. Okay. Now the new belt. And you want the numbers so they're facing you so you can read the numbers. Need a 19 for that. Make sure that's nice and tight. Now the cover. And this don't need reset. Okay, if your belt light ever comes on, there's this gray plug-in and this black plug-in up here. Unhook them, plug the gray male in the black female, and turn the key on, and it's going to flash really fast. And this will be plugged in. Unplug this, and it's going to go, the light's going to blink slow. Shut the ignition off and put the grays back together and the black back together and plug this back into the cover. And turn the key on, and your light will be off. So when I got this, I didn't know if I had to do that or not, because usually the belts go bad in there. I never had one where the seal went bad in it. But if you have to take that light, reset that light, that's how you do it. It's really simple. So we'll take this, plug this back in over here till it clicks. And we'll plug this back in over here. Make sure it clicks. And there we go. Now we gotta twist tie these wires up. And I gotta clamp this down here. Like that. Get a zip tie and we should be about done. Okay, put that new seal in, cleaned up all the clutches and the housing and everything, and I put new oil in it. So if you have a problem like that, I hope this video helps you out. Anyways, I appreciate you watching. If you like my videos, please press the like button. Please subscribe. Anyway, you guys have a good afternoon.